Okay guys, I am going to do as much video as I can today as a bit of a come and ride with me video of Princess from start to finish. So I think it's good to be able to see as much as you can for those who, there you go, I would say there's a big tick in the box for is she good to catch? So we'll not be taking her into the stables today because we're up at the top field. We don't come out at the entrance of the stables. Nick's going to tack up in the field, and then I will just obviously press stop while she gets herself ready to ride. So you'll have to excuse that she's a little bit mucky. But actually, overall, she's a really clean horse. She actually stays really clean when she's in the stable. Oh, sorry guys, that's me ducking under there. I'm gonna get it so you can see, and I'm not in the way. You can see that we're fully embracing the pink with Princess, the pink and purple. We're not discriminating, guys. She'd be absolutely fine for a boy, and I'm sure she'll look fine in blue. Many of you'll know, actually, if ever you do this yourselves, when you're catching them in a field and tacking up at the edge of a field, that sometimes they can be a bit fidgety and a bit unsettled. So I think this is a real good I think this is, what's the word I'm looking for, just a good show of her character, really. You can see she's a great size as well. She's a real substantial cob. She's actually standing downhill there, guys. She's what, filthy? No, I tripped up. Oh, I was saying how clean she stays in the stable. Right, my phone is now on airplane mode, so we will stay uninterrupted. Oh, it's a bit chilly today. Right guys, I'm just going to pause the video now while Nick goes and gets her hat and boots on. Right, so Nick's ready now. Right then, I'll just go I'll pop in the car and follow you, Nick. Right guys, just bear with for one sec. You can see, no problem, straight off, no worries at all. Right, Nick is going to be really mad when she gets back from this ride, because she just picked up a dinner. She picked up a cheese and onion pasty, and I've got back in the car and the chihuahuas have eaten it. She just said to me as well, she's really hungry. Naughty dogs. Oops. Right, so as I was saying, you know, it's good to see the horses from start to finish as well, you know, from tacking up, catching them, tacking up, getting on, and going straight out on a hack. Now she is just going past the entrance of the yard. So obviously we've taken her out the top gate of the field, but this is the actual yard where she's riding past. So I think that is always a good indicator when they'll go straight past home. I mean, she's come out of the field and hacked straight out on her own as well, so you can see. Because many of you actually don't necessarily hack alone, but I think it's always a good option if you can. And for those that need a horse that's good to tack up and good to mount, etc., and very solid, then she's definitely that. There is no ifs or buts with this horse at all. She's really, really straightforward, and she's great as well, because like I say, she's happy when she's just come around the corner. She's happy when she's out hacking, but she rides great in the school, and she jumps a full set of jumps, and she jumps across country jumps as well. Hacks out in company. She's good at the open spaces. Nick's just got her in a snaffle. As you can see, she was good to catch. We loaded her yesterday and brought her over here up from the other yard. So to be fair, she don't really know where she is here. She stayed at the yard where we've just ridden past, and she's been out in the field today. So, you know, it's fairly new. But a lot of our sorts, to be fair, they do settle very quickly, which is great, and that comes from carefully choosing these horses really for their temperaments, and for that reason. I mean, how many of you think I've got busy lives and maybe you've only got a spare hour to go and ride? You don't want to start having to tussle and argue with a horse, or you don't want to be you know, don't want to feel like you're too sort of nervous and not looking forward to it. You want to be able to just go and tack your horse up and go for a ride, whatever that is doing. So this is what I just wanted to show you today with Princess, that is absolutely what she is. I mean, she's got a great video up there, and you can see her doing everything that she needs to do. You can see all of that. But it is really good to be able to just strip it back and just see her not all cleaned up, not polished up, and just a video from start to finish of what you would do. She'd be great sort of mother-child share as well, because she is that good height. She's big enough and substantial enough for an adult, but she's also small enough to not overhorse a child as well. Now, there will be a couple of times where I have to turn the camera off in a minute, guys, because I'm going to have to park up, because Nick's going to go down the main road. So there will just be times where I just click this off and click it back on, but we're virtually running the whole way through, so you will be able to see. And there's a little corner that she's ridden around as well. There's a dry stone wall here on the right. It's just as she's driving past. Can't tell you how many of the horses spook at that. I mean, they don't do anything, but it just seems to be something that they look at. So that's because she didn't even bat an eyelid. She's not at all spooky like that at all. Right, I'm going to click you off and I'll be back on. It's a bit of a nightmare junction this to get out, guys, because what you can't see from here is we come over the brow of the hill and it's quite blind. It's not an ideal road. It's definitely not particularly safe. I've got some bad news for you when you get back, Vicky. She's gonna dread now. Wait till I tell her about the pasty. She's clearly fine with a running man. I think the lens, just bear with me, let me just see if this lens, oh yeah, that was a bit clearer. Right, so past the open door there, how many of your horses would have to have a spook and make a drama out of nothing there? And then you've got the van closely behind. Oh, she's definitely having the traffic test today. She is there in front of the van, you can see, not at all bothered with the bus. Guys, we've got to trust these horses 1,000,000% to be able to go down here, because the drivers, you know, are not always the most considerate. And where we can, we ride down here in pairs. We really do, because it's just, you know, safety first. Kyle is lucky enough to now have a couple of weeks off, and he's doing what other 21-year-olds do and going to a festival, and then it's a family holiday. So Kyle's not going to be Nikki's partner for a little while, and as I said, really you need to be in pairs to do this, but it shows you just how good Princess is. Cracking cob she is, absolutely cracking. How good is she up there? I'll tell you your news in a minute. I'll tell you the news in a minute. What's the worst thing that your beloved chihuahuas could do to you?
Eat my pasty. I don't like her now.
Off she goes home. Right, I'm going to catch her up in a sec. Okay, quick turn around, and there she is. So obviously this is just a short hat, guys, because, you know, I'm running the camera the whole way through. I have literally only stopped it to turn the car around and for Nick to get herself dressed. So this is definitely a come ride with us video from start to finish. Poor Princess, she must have thought, well, that's not a great ride. What else we've done is gone down the road, gone down the lane, trotted up the worst road ever, and going back to her field. She's great in the open spaces as well, guys. She's great to take out cantering and do all of that sort of stuff. She's done everything. She's only had 2 homes in the past 9 years. She's been ridden by different abilities of riders. She's even carried a male adult, so that gives you an idea of her size. And Nick is now currently one-handed. She was just doing something with the phone. So again, all these things are just good indicators of how relaxed the riders are, and that comes from confidence from the horse. So yeah, I would call her a confidence giver as well. She's been great in the stable. She's, as you can see, she's been great in the field. Hacks alone, obviously. I've also got a little bit of video of her being ridden in the field as well that I will upload, and if it dries out a little bit more, we might do some tomorrow, but it's just a bit slippy at the moment, so I don't want anybody slipping over. Yeah, as I say, we've travelled her. She's been on trailer, she's been on a lorry, she travels, she loads fine, she travels. Poor Princess, I think she wants a walk. Yeah, I thought she did. You know, she's that sort. She's not too forward, she's not too lazy, she's that middle of the road type. She jumped all the show jumps, all the colour jumps, didn't spook at any. She was really, really good jumping. As I say, she was good in the open field as well. She's been hacking in company. When she hacks in company, she'll go in front and behind. She pretty much slots in anywhere. She's currently barefoot. She does actually need a feet trimming. I am waiting for the farrier to get back, but she's currently barefoot as well. You can see that she's not a spooky type. You can see how good she is in traffic. I mean, that was pretty heavy going, that traffic. And literally, you know, this is not just video clips, this is your video from start to finish. A big bonus as well, guys, she's got a black tail. Black tails have a big tick. We hate mucky white tails. Ah, big pat for Princess from Nikki there. It's nice, isn't it, when the riders show a bit of appreciation to the horses. I think sometimes that is not used enough. There you go. Right, I'll keep the camera running and we can go and put her away. I'll just video you putting her back away. You get in the back, naughty girl.
Back girl.
Naughty chihuahua. Yeah, they've ate your pasty, Nick. Do you know what? It saved me eating it. I've been looking at it thinking, I'm on a diet, guys. I've been like, oh, I could just eat that. Oh, she's starving, hungry. She's got to eat the leaves. She'll have to have a bath tomorrow.
Yeah. Come on, baby.
That's where you live. Yeah, you're not eating them. She's a cracking sort. She's got a right little character on her, hasn't she? She reminds me of one of my first ponies. I'm not saying she's first pony like as in Little Pony, but I feel like she's got the same temperament as Sally.
Super safe, but she's still got
Dead safe, but she's just got her own little mind.
She's so good down that road.
Yeah, fantastic. You had a lot of...
Especially that man by the van, because he was
I know, I did see that. It was in the van with the
door open.
Yeah, and I thought how many horses would take advantage to make a big meal out of
I'd
that.
be at the other side, I would.
Yeah. Bye, Princess. Thank you for obliging. Look at her. She doesn't care, does
So
she?
cute.
She is cute.
She's gonna get some hay now.
Oh yeah, we've put her a little pile of hay out. She said that was hungry work. Right guys, so there you go. That was it. Princess, come and ride with us.